Okay guys, as you know, the theme for the weekend is numbers or numeracy, okay, and you worked out your budget last night, so I'm going to give you all your money. So what we do is now you go off, okay, with your money and buy your bits and pieces for your lunch and everything now. We're going to meet back here at 11 o'clock, okay?
Everything the group buy today has to come from their budget. They can't spend over their allowance and they must leave enough cash for tonight's trip to the dogs.
€3.50
plus the container.
No, that's all, that's the whole thing.
I spent €6.50 and I've had nice scone, homemade scone and tea for the 11th. And I'm at buying couscous for my lunch and a lemon cake.
Give me the sweetest one of them.
The sweetest one.
While the team break for lunch, Kevin O'Duffy, a farmer, shares his story with the group.
I could always read. Reading was never a difficulty. But spelling was my biggest problem. And then with all the forms that are coming through the post now from the EU and everywhere, from the Department of Agriculture, there's a lot of writing involved and a lot of numeracy as well, Josie, my wife, would see this paperwork coming out, she'd disappear because it usually end up in a sort of a shouting match,
How old were you when you went back to school?
That's only about 8 years ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
And are you still attending, are you finished?
Oh, I'm still attending, yeah. I'm doing Leaving Cert studies now at the moment.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
And the computers?
I have computers done, yeah. I have computers done, yeah. I have the Junior Cert. I did Junior Cert English and I did Junior Cert Maths as well.
He was saying that he could read okay, but that his spelling and his numeracy was what he was getting caught on, which is exactly where I am. Especially now with official forms, that kind of thing, you can do them, but you don't know if they're right or wrong, or if the spelling is right. But I really found him fantastic. He's done so much.
See, I did the Junior Cert in the local school in Tullamore, and I was going down with all the kids, that were going in to do the Junior Cert, and I was a little bit weary of how these kids were going to react when they saw this old lad coming in. But they didn't pass a bit of remarks, no more than if I wasn't there at all, I just went in, sat in the exam hall. But I was all summer sort of waiting for the results to come, see how would I get on, I didn't think I got on that well, I'd be thinking in my head, gee, I didn't get on that well now, But when they came, I was delighted. I was absolutely delighted, so I wish everyone the best and hope you all succeed in what your goals are.
Sure.
I hope you all succeed.
I thought Kevin was very interesting. Kevin was kind of in the same lines as myself in business, and I was the same when the letters and that was coming, for writing, and I used to have to get the wife as well to do it. And there used to be arguments over because she had her own job as well to do.
Keith had run his own successful construction business and at one stage had 30 men working for him. But problems with banks, administration and paperwork got on top of him, and he returned to doing a manual job. After the course, he hopes to go out on his own again and get a taxi licence.
We meet again, bye. All this, don't you?
Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Dave.
I started driving a taxi, Dave, and I just want to query about the tax for it. They pay it every 12 months.
Well, first of all, we better register for tax anyway.
Right.
So this form is really just notifying the tax office that you started up. And what'll happen then is when we fill out the form, we send it in to them. About 3 or 4 weeks later, they'll send out a note to you stating that you're now registered as a self-employed person for income tax.
Okay.
So I want you to take it away and fill it out. Now I'll go through it with you in detail, stuff before you take it away and stuff.
And just signing it then?
Yeah, that's Keith's name and block letters, and then he can sign over here.
Right.
And could I take it home, Dave, and get Liz to fill her in for me, or do I have to...
No, you can come take it away and drop it back into me. That's fine.
It went fairly well. But then again, you see, it's all back down to forms again, that everything has to be filled in now. There's to be a form there with two pages with to be filled in.
Yeah.
And I hold on then, Dave, onto all the receipts. These receipts are...
Oh yeah, like that's the other side. Now you're going to have to keep a record of all your income per week.
That's it. If Liz wandered around, that's it. I kind of hold the main points of the meeting up in my head. And then when I get home, then we discuss then what happened then.
Or else you'd come back with the forms and we'd fill in the forms at home, and I'd drop them off then the next day.
I mean, like hopefully now the school will help me to do what I want to do myself, instead of being down in this all the time.
But exactly, come in and just work away on these type of things. So Have you got the plate yet, or are you?
No, well, I'm hoping now to go to I'm the Street Garda station and to get it sorted over there. Okay. But it's not the plate yet. I'm only just going for a licence at the moment to drive one.
License.
Keith has always had Liz to fall back on with his reading and writing. But now, in order to get a taxi licence, he must sit a written test by himself.
Taxi licence?
Yeah, won't you apply for the PSV licence?
That's right, yeah.
That's fine, that's okay. So I'll complete the form for you.
Yes, so.
Now, can I take your name, please?
Just Keith O'Connor.
This is the first test Keith has sat since he was a child. And the pressure is on.
Address and phone number on that, and that's paper 1. And there are 12 questions, and you have 30 minutes to complete it.
30 minutes.
Okay?
That's great, thank you. I had every straight up my head, the whole lot up my head, but again, it was trying to get it down on paper. I mean, I had no problem just finding directions from Patrick Street to the regional hospital. The writing was the thing again, so I made a few mistakes, but I crossed them out and kept going until the spelling looked fairly right. Whether they got somebody down from Dublin to analyse the writing or what, I don't know, but no, I just kept on at it. I don't know anyway.
It's Saturday night and the group arrive at Newbridge Dog Track for the final stage of their budget day. It's a great opportunity to put numeracy into practice, as well as back a few winners.
Give us a price in the
Evens.
Give us a better price in the
5 to 4.
5 to 4, right. So that means though, if 5 to 4, if I put down 40, I win 90.
You get back 90, yeah?
No,
you win 50.
We're here at the Dogs tonight. It's a way of putting into practice what the guys have done. They're all working on a budget tonight. They're betting on some of the dogs, and it's interesting for them to see, you know, how much they get on, depending on how much money they get and how much money they're winning. So it's a real life situation of numeracy and putting maths into action.
So how much in total now have you won?
We're actually winning. We won 7, 8, 11 odd.
11 euro? Brilliant. Any cents?
There could be now.
Could be little cents, but you're doing well.
80 cents.
80 cents. So 11 euro, 80 cents.
Yeah. It's our 6 to 4.
Right.
I'm putting €1 on each way.
Right.
It wins. How much do I get?
Well, what I normally do, that's a 6 to 4, right? That if you put down 4, you win 6, right? So you have 10 back. So divide that then.
Keith was explaining about the different odds, and he has it very, very quickly now. He was involved with horse racing before. So what we're going to do tomorrow is actually get Keith he can take over the classroom as the teacher to explain betting to us. So the guys will relate to it from tonight, and it'll be a maths class, but it won't be called, we're going to be doing maths, numeracy. It'll be about the night of the dogs and how to work out the odds.
Sunday morning, the final day of weekend 6, and Bobby and Kathleen work one-to-one with the students to chart their progress.
Week 1, I felt more confident than I thought I would. And so the learning began. With pen in hand, it took on a new life of its own.
Okay, now I'm just thinking back to week 1, when you did pick up the pen, and it was a motion thing, like if it was something that you'd never done. So now that we're in week 6, how has things changed for you?
It held me back in ways that I didn't realise, and it's only now we're on the 6th week of this course that I'm realising what a big control I had over me without me realising.
Okay.
And now I can take pen to paper and not be afraid.
Since starting on the course, Olive has joined an internet class at her local library.
Now, so what we're going to cover today is the Google search engine, okay? So the Google search engine just literally being like the yellow pages of the internet.
Getting on better now than expected. I was a bit fearful coming over with sitting with other people and being in a public place. But there was nothing really to worry about because Fiona's brilliant, you know. She really has a good way about explaining things and that to you. And I'm really enjoying the course. So you get so much information on the internet. I didn't realise you'd get around that, you know. But for everything, no matter where I'm going, I didn't realise you could go into the newspaper and find out the headlines, and just by clicking into different things, I was amazed what was coming up. Well, I was sending emails to the class, the rest of the class, so I was able to reply to any of them there 2 weeks ago, and to Kathleen and Bobby. So they said they all received the emails okay, so I was pleased at that.
You're fine, don't worry.
As part of their practical assessment, the group have taken photographs and added captions that help tell the story of the course to date.
The reason why I picked that because Cameron has a soft heart, so that's why I picked that. Okay. I like the way I like her friendship. Okay. And Kate has a good sense of humour. He can give a joke and take a joke. And all of us, we all worked with a great team.
This is my one here. When I seen the photograph, there's kind of rays of sunshine. So I thought, good caption. Our friendship has been blessed, but for the whole group as well, for the course itself. And this is one I took. I know it was on a walk by the river.
That's real now.
It is there if you really look. There's actually little, like little cobwebs, and the early mist has caught them and set on. So that's a good caption for us all for the rest of our lives. It's there if you really look. Sometimes it's not obvious, but if you look, it's there.
It's all easy about fairies.
Well, they could be, exactly. You're my little special fairy. Or angel. Angel, I meant.
Down at the base, Delta Charlie 1 for a message.
Back in Cork, and Keith has received the results of his written test. He has passed with flying colours.
Oh, you got the train station?
The train station, yeah, thanks a million.
I'm delighted I passed, to be honest with you. On the road, driving taxi. It's about time I got something easy anyway to do. And I've been working here since I'm 12 years of age, so laying tar and muck and rain and I mean, it's grand, that's what to be able to sit down and get paid for it. And plus I enjoy working with people anyway, so I mean, every person that gets into the car, we'll have something to talk about anyway.
If you would like to improve your reading, writing and numeracy, call the National Adult Literacy Agency on free phone 1800 2020 65. That's 1800 2020 65.